Libra, welcome to your September preview. I hope you all are doing well. I feel like I have not seen you in a while. So if you feel inclined, check in. Let me know how you're doing in the comments. We are going to pull 3 cards for you, Libra. We're pulling one from the Urban Crow Oracle. We're pulling one from the Crow Tarot. And one from the Moon Oracle, because we're heading into eclipse season, which is kicking off next week with the full moon eclipse in Pisces. So, should be interesting, Libra. Let's get started. For Libra, Spirit, what do we have coming in for Libra in September? Directions coming out. Number 12 adds up to a 3. Bottom of the deck, we have Survival, number 47. One card for Libra, Spirit. In September, Knight of Wands. One more. Judgment. Bottom of the deck, 7 of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you guys are making some sort of decision here about your direction. Not sure. It could have to do with your survival. Give me one card for Libra, please. What does Libra need to know about September? Oh. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have a time for healing, balsamic moon, and 2 cards flying across the room. Look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. The full moon in Sagittarius would have happened sometime during Gemini season. So May or June. Hold your vision, fixed moon. So let's look at what this direction card says. It says, each evening at around dusk, hundreds of crows fly over my apartment on their way to their evening roost. They are not distracted by the sights and sounds of the city. The crows are focused on moving in one direction. When you know where you are going, it is easier to stay on the path. Direction brings clarity and creates a roadmap to success. Direction is a call for you to find your North Star, your point on the map that represents your big goal, the destination that no roadside attraction can lure you away from. When you know exactly where you are going, you'll be able to stay focused. You'll be able to recognize when an opportunity is nothing more than a tempting diversion from your goal. When you pull the direction card, take time to check and see if you know where you are going. Do you see your path before you? That doesn't help me at all. Because hopefully you know. Hopefully you know what this is about, Libra. There's the direction card. Knight of Wands, Judgment. I mean, the Knight of Wands is classic guy who doesn't know where he's going, right? He is distracted by every roadside attraction. He is unfocused. He is like the poster child for attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, right? Judgment, however, is like the complete opposite of that. And hold your vision, echoes this energy for me. Look at the big picture. I mean, yeah, I guess some of you just need to take a step back. Okay, 7 of Cups, maybe you're overwhelmed. Oh, here you go. The Hermit card is underneath that. Yeah, maybe you're overwhelmed. Eight of Swords. I could keep going. Maybe you can't see the forest from the trees. Maybe, everything feels like an emergency survival mode. Maybe you are in survival mode, and when you're in survival mode, it's hard to have a big picture. It's hard to create a plan that is long-term or is going to take a while to pull off, right? Because you're so focused on just getting through this 24-hour period. So I don't have any guidance for you because I don't feel like the guidance is here to tell me what it is you need to do to go from point A to point B of, being distracted, being overwhelmed. But it's being called for. It's being called for. So with the Hermit card, maybe it's just a matter of removing yourself from some of the distractions, right? A time for healing was at the bottom of the deck. So perhaps that's the solution. I was just talking to Gemini when I did their reading about how I feel air signs are always so focused on the outside, the other people, the other opinions, the judgment of other people and what they're going to think. And I don't know, to me, as a water sign, that's crazy to me. So, just to involve so many people who aren't you, I don't know. Maybe it has nothing to do with the fact that I'm a water sign. Maybe it's just me, so I shouldn't speak for water signs either. But to involve so many outside opinions into any decision that you make for you in your life, especially a major one, is crazy to me. Crazy. You should be the one making your decisions for you, Libra. You should be the one tapping in. And I feel like that's probably exactly what this is saying, is that you need to pull away. You need to hermit yourself. You need to be like Virgo and remove yourself from outside opinions, outside garbage, information. That was kind of in my collective reading that I just did, where it was talking about all this onslaught of messages and how, every minute is an emergency. And yes, that is true on some levels, but we cannot physically, mentally, emotionally respond to every emergency that comes across our screen, right? We just can't. We can't do it, or we will go crazy. So in order for you to survive, in order for you to get out alive, sometimes the only thing you can focus on is yourself, and you don't need to apologize for it, Libra. You don't need to worry about what anyone else thinks of it. Because how many people, be honest, how many people, count them, would sacrifice their own life, their own sanity, or anything to save you, to pull you out? How many people really are willing to be uncomfortable to save you? Okay? So just think about that before you sacrifice your sanity, your well-being, your life, your future, your plans, your destiny for anybody else. All right? And that's one thing universally that I think Libras need to focus on. I've never seen this not be true. Is yourself and what you want. And what's good for you. What's good for you is very important as well. So If you do that, you look at the big picture, you tune out the distractions, hermit yourself, focus on yourself and your own healing. I feel like there's a big judgment call coming up here where you're going to realize that some kind of change is needed here, that the direction you're going in might not be the right one. Okay? Or that maybe you're jeopardizing something very important in your life for some ridiculous distractions that don't really amount to much. Okay? So hold your vision, do what's good for you. Know that you can discern that on your own, and you don't need the advice or the outside input from other people to make these decisions, to know your correct direction that's right for you. Okay, good luck, Libras. I will see you next time.